The people that I've met in Jiu-Jitsu and here at the gym are a large part of what brings me back. There is a dynamic here where you train, you test yourself, and then often we find ourselves just commiserating for 30 minutes to an hour afterwards. It's provided me a network. The dynamic here at the gym, we have doctors, lawyers, we have people that run schools, we have Marines. And it's fascinating that when we all come together, we all assimilate into the same culture here through Jiu-Jitsu and through the other combat sports. A couple of challenges right off the jump with Jiu-Jitsu. You find out very quickly there's a science to it all. I had a tendency, as many do when they enter into Jiu-Jitsu, of being 100% from the time you begin and try and work your way through it. You very quickly learn the humility of losing, which is a fantastic tool. And you learn very quickly that often you're losing because you're expending energy that's unnecessary. So there's an element of control that you develop and an element of discipline that I would say control, discipline, and humility. That only if you develop some of those things will you progress further. And you can always find someone better than you. And you can always find someone that's trained harder, someone that's been doing it longer. And the uniqueness, I think, of a gym that's got a good culture is that everyone is mutually supporting. So when you seek them out, everyone is more than willing to help you progress as fast as you'd like. Even if you've been or developed a great deal of experience in other forms of martial arts, or you spent a great deal of time with McMap in the Marine Corps, still come in with that sense of humility because you're going to learn. And again, of those that have come that haven't sustained or haven't kept coming back, that's the one piece that's been relatively consistent across the board. There's just a piece of humility of not wanting to experience defeat, and then they wash out. So that would be my one piece of advice. I am interested in competing. One of the things that I think provides an opportunity for people who get started, whether in their teens, whether in their 40s, is the way divisions are broken down. So you can be a relative newcomer to the sport of Jiu-Jitsu, and you can compete with a 40-plus division, but white belts. And you can test yourself with other gyms, with other competitors throughout the nation. So as far as the mental health portion that I referenced earlier, staying sharp is one aspect of it all. Keeping your mind engaged and focused is another. My background is in the Marine Corps with several deployments, so a couple of rough goes. And for me, and the mental health aspect of it all, it correlates wholly with the culture here. The culture that when you circulate around these combat sports, Jiu-Jitsu this morning, you're provided peers, whether they've been to combat, whether they had other issues, they're engaged in the martial arts. And so their experiences in real time are the same as yours. And you build a network of kindred spirits around you. You lose that often when you leave the Marine Corps. So you lose the ability to relate. But then very quickly when I came here, and again, we all may be doctors, lawyers, and running schools, but ultimately we're engaged in testing ourselves, and we're engaged in keeping our minds sharp, and doing that through, again, the physical tests and understanding the science of Jiu-Jitsu, and so it just provides an outlet, I think, for me, and that's kept me grounded. I continue to come into the gym, and often, if I don't come to the gym in the morning and I don't train Jiu-Jitsu, I don't spar, I don't hit the weights, it impacts me for the remainder of the day in the negative. So that's how it's helped me with the mental health aspect. I highly recommend for anyone. It's a positive.